So this is the landing page, and let's go to the employee onboarding homepage. So these are the various categories which we defined in the admin section. So these are all customizable and you can add your own categories. To see how to do that, please refer to the employee onboarding administrator video, which is present along with this video. So let's actually start onboarding one employee. So I'm going to onboard a new employee here. This is the starting button for onboarding a new employee. So these are the details of an employee that I've just hired, and he's going to join us today. So Tom Cruise is an account manager with the IT team. The reporting manager. This is the date of joining, which is today, and his details are present here. So let's just save this. So when we save it, his name will then appear in two lists. Let the page reload. So when you save it, you can check his name in two lists. One is the recent and one is the pre-joining. So this is typically the order: pre-joining, on-join, new hire, and then complete. So first it will go to pre-joining, and all the recent new hires will be present in this recent tab. So you can also access filters here by just clicking on this. And suppose I want to say Tom Cruise. So here is Tom Cruise and he's in the pre-joining state, and the same status will also be present here. So again, Mr. Center. So in fact, this time let's do this alphabetically. So he should be, yeah, here he is. So as you notice, there's also an edit icon here. You can edit the details anytime before completing the process. So next, let's initiate it by clicking on the pre-joining status. Let's click on this link. So when we click on this link, will be a pop-up will come which will have all the steps for completing the onboarding process of the employee. As a first step, let's initiate the onboarding process. Now, this particular button will only be enabled if at the administrator level we've skipped the IT approval process. So just to give a small refresher here, this is the administrator page again, and this is the manage app settings button, and this is what I'm talking about: skip approval and IT tasks. Whenever this is unchecked, this particular button comes up. So let's go and uncheck that once. So manage app settings, and so now if I check this and if I hit save, so now as you see here, that button is now gone. So now actually let's go back and rechange it. So we are unchecking that. So this button is now back. So let's actually initiate the process. So here we will essentially have what are the AD groups it will belong to. So maybe IT team, and maybe since he's a manager, maybe we could give him access to a manager AD group as well. So we can select multiple entities here, and then what are the systems that he'll need. Probably a mouse and a laptop, and maybe headphones and a phone. So and SharePoint, and if we submit this here, so we get a notification here saying account creation and system setup details are added. Because I'm the manager, I get this pop-up to either approve or reject the particular request. So I get this here, and I get an email also. So this is how the email looks like. So this is the submission. Because I'm the manager, I got it. I'm supposed to review the details and then either approve or reject the particular request. So now since I'm anyway here, so now I'm going to approve the request, and this will generate another email, this time to system administrator to do the needful, and a mail has been sent to the corresponding department. So now the system administrator, who is me again over here, will get the particular request. So this is the request that comes to system administrator. So there's a link in the email also in each mail, so he can go directly from there. Now the system administrator will have to give him access to everything before he can actually submit the form and say that I've done it. So these are everything that the that was requested from the support desk has been added, and now as you see the button got enabled. Let's just say done, and now when we hit submit, so now the HR manager will get an email. So a mail has been now sent again. So this is essentially informing the HR team that everything has been completed from their end. So that is that mail. So now if we check the status, it will actually be IT tasks are completed. And so now if we select everything here, so these are again configurable. And now the complete is enabled. So let's just say completed here. And when we complete this, so now an employee will move from pre-joining to an on-joining state. Now it said pre-joining earlier, now it says the status is an on-joining. And now when you click it, it's an on-joining here. And again the same process, you essentially check everything and say done. And then when you hit complete, now it will be updated to the uh, new hire status. So again if we, so this now status is new hire, which is this. So then please bear in mind that all these statuses and these activities can be customized according to the needs of your organization, as we did in the admin video. So for any queries in that area, please refer to the administrator video again. And this is in case you want to assign anything to a newly hired person. So suppose I want him to fill his I-9, um, I want him to read the various policies and assign it to him. So now an email will be sent to his email ID, since I gave a bad email ID, so the email will not go here. But if you give a valid email ID, the email will be sent to him. And additionally, you can also send a reminder to him. So the email will contain a link to this form, so where the employee can actually go and tell him that he has done these activities, and he can then save it. Now this is possible only in the admin section if you've actually enabled the notifications for new hire box. Now I'll just give you another reminder. I'll just take you through that again. So in the admin section, in the manage app settings again, if you enable new hire notifications, only then will that form be enabled. So now if I remove this and if I save it, so now as you see here, you cannot actually ask him to fill a form. So therefore, there is no question of sending him a reminder. The HR will have to come and update these himself or herself and then click on complete. I actually want to give the person permission, so I'm going to go back to app settings and I want to check enable new hire notifications and I'm going to save it. Now go back to new hire, and as you see here, send reminders back. So you can send him timely reminders. So this essentially ensures that there's no delay on their part to finish the formalities. And then when you actually click on everything, and if you click complete, the onboarding process is now complete, and the status will change to onboarding is complete, and the status over here will change to complete. And additionally, you can see it over here in the complete section. So if we just search by name, you will find Tom Cruise here. And in each section, you can actually see the progress and where it's pending. All the new hires are also placed on the main page. So if I now go to the employee onboarding main page, you can see here Tom Cruise account manager which comes. So that's another place where you can see all the onboard employees. So essentially this acts like a new joinees. So that's how we finish onboarding a new employee using the Saga employee onboarding application. As you can see, it's a really simple to use tool, but it's something that will go a long way in overhauling the employee onboarding process. It will make it much more efficient, and uh, the HR team will absolutely love this application. If you have any further questions, please contact us at support@saketa.com. Visit us at www.saketa.com. Thank you for joining me in this video. I hope to see you again soon.